Welcome to the Out There Chan live stream 244. Be with you in a minute while we check out stuff. Sounds alright here. Hopefully it's alright on Google. Hello, who's out there? Susan, you out there? Robert. It's funny how concurrent viewers always drops to half as soon as you go live, or it drops a couple anyway. How am I sounding out there, guys, on Google? Going down to the basement. It's probably the safest place to be with Corona. Hello. Good to be back. I'll be back. Okay, it should drop back to the desktop, hopefully. Thanks for liking already. Yeah, we're back. So yeah, I woke up this morning with a wee bit of cough and out of breath. So I just don't know if I got corona or not, or something else. I do walk the dog at night time, and it's starting to get cooler off at night time now. So it's a bit of a worry. But the only way I would get it is off frozen packets, because I read last night they've been doing experiments to see how long it can live on outside. Originally it was 10 minutes, and then it went up to 12 minutes from breath. And then now they've started testing packaging and found it can live up to 2 days in cardboard and up to 3 days on plastic bags, plastic packaging. So yeah. What do you do? Leave your shopping outside in the sun for 3 days? It's a bit hard to do it with frozen goods too, because the frozen goods would preserve it, wouldn't it? Put it into hibernation sort of thing. So I don't know, a bit scary. Well, I have to see if I come right. Taking some iodine drops, like I always do. Seems to always help. Iodine's vital for your immune system to fight off infections. So yeah, you should really be eating seaweed because it's got trace elements in it. So who's out there? Looks like something's screwed up here in my control window, so I'm just going to have to go reset that. Typical, isn't it? So I don't even know if it's working. None of you are talking to me, so there's something going wrong. Probably it's not working. Is it working? Says it's got 4 watching, 3 likes now. Anyone out there want to type something in the side chat to know it's working? Okay, we got the screen back now on the control window, but it looks like it's miles behind. Can't see my cursor showing up. Okay, so it's way behind. Oh yeah. So, what's happened here? So, another time when you restart the side channel, and the pop-up chat always sticks that stupid ugly message down the bottom. Instead of putting it at the top, above all the other comments, it always sticks it below once you open it. Sort of ruins it, doesn't it? So anyway, better put up the call-in number. This is free time for people to call in on that number there. Susan posted the links for the web version. Why is it not popping up? Alright, it's 30 minutes behind, isn't it? Better keep an eye on that. Let me know on the side chat if you're getting the hourglass. That means the internet's gone too slow or there's a problem. And it's not keeping up to speed, sending stuff to Google for you to watch. So that's normally what the hourglass thing means. Yeah, so who we got with us? We got Susan finally talking to us. Better type a welcome message. Yeah, it's not work. Never works right this end all the time. So it's a bit hard to know if it's working your end. Looks like the likes are working today, so I'm not sure what was happening yesterday. I thought yesterday went pretty good though overall. There wasn't any glitches for so I could see. So Sunday OpenLines could be a regular thing if more people wanted to join us. Sunday OpenLine UFO talk. Or if you want to talk about the virus, I suppose you can. And that you're scared or worried or whatever. And UFO analysis or stories anyway. Right, we'll do that as a fill-in. Chris, you want to come on voice? Anyone out there that's had UFO close encounters and want to talk about it? Call in on the phone number. You only come in at voice, so you're pretty anonymous. You don't have to worry about being seen. Or if you come on the web page, you've got to make sure you turn off the camera feed. The best way to do that is just put a wee bit of tape over your camera if you're not sure. And you're good to go. That's what I always do. I always have a bit of stuff over the camera, just in case you turn it on accidentally and don't realise. Who knows what you'd be doing on camera and live streaming. So yeah, a bit out of breath at the moment. I'm not too sure what's going on in the lungs. Hopefully it's nothing major. So yeah, what have we got posted on the site? Should have a rest. Look. So we got the links to Jitsi there at all? No. Okay, I'll just post the links for Jitsi. Then we'll have a look at UFO cases. Is Robert with us today? He said he might join us. But yeah, I'm not too sure what hours he's doing. So if you got Windows and Chrome, well, Firefox I think might work as well, and Brave latest, click link and give it permission to your microphone, and that's it. You'll be straight in, and I might be able to hear you connecting. No stupid stuff. Some people have been jumping on live chats around the world and putting up porno images. which is kind of stupid. They're doing it in classroom activity. Now, if you got a non-Windows device that you want to use the app with your Wi-Fi, it doesn't always work good. Depends how good your Wi-Fi connection is and how close to it you are. You can use the app on your phone. But we know the phone-in number works good. Not too sure how many can join at once, because we've not had too many people connect at the same time. Whether it puts you into a holding queue, I don't know. So it's all new to us, really, because we haven't used that part of it. Robert, he's doing alright. Yeah, he's over the lung problem. For 2 days he thought he was going to die. Couldn't catch his breath. So until someone wants to connect in and start talking, we'll have a look at some stuff. So where did we get to here? This page is quite big, isn't it? It's a shame we can't sort of play around with it. Some stories here of recent sightings. What's that one there? So there's a lot to go over. Looks like one's been submitted around, is it? What else we got? Might start there. What's this one? Full moon, 3 crescents. Yeah. Okay. Caught my attention. Okay, let's see if this works. So this is reckons it was posted at 2017. It's pretty old, isn't it? How was these ones done? 2017. Why are some of these so old? Okay. Do we get it to read out normally or what? We'll follow along. What's it doing? Come on. Kick it in. Yeah, it's a pretty long page. I think it's got to capture it. Then insert a follow along. It modifies the web page so it can sort of follow along the reader. I don't think that works too good when it's a big page.
Dewey, Arizona, Wednesday, November 15th, 2017, at 9 p.m. Mountain. A gentleman who describes himself as a retired engineer reports witnessing the sudden appearance of 3 chevron-shaped objects, each bearing individual marker lights, suddenly appeared in the night sky. The object's apparent width was approximately the diameter of a full moon, and each chevron exhibited its own individual marker lights. The objects simply appeared out of nowhere, one after the other, and then disappeared instantly, in a similar manner. Witness report. Dayton, Ohio, Wednesday, November 15th, 2017, at 10 p.m. Eastern. An adult male reports allegedly having witnessed a boomerang-shaped object pass slowly overhead. The witness reports that there were individual lights on the ventral surface of the object.
So that's quite interesting there. I noticed it's in the district of Tyler Clockner, and he's got the expensive P1000. Have you had that sitting out on the deck filming the sky all the time? He may have caught some real UFO footage for once. Because that's what I'd be doing. If I had the camera, so I'd have it set up to the live stream and have it in the corner. Although I'm running out of screen space, really. So I'll probably have to get rid of the subscriber list in the middle here and just have some couple of screen views of what's in the sky. But that will come when money arrives. People don't throw money at me, but they throw it at other people who don't do anything with it apart from live with it. So this, of course, New Zealand's pretty boring too. I get a lot of planes flying overhead, but I've never seen any UFOs. It's pretty disappointing. Some people have seen the triangle craft hanging over roads in Christchurch here, though. So, blocking out the starlight. So, I'm always hopeful that there'll be something silent above. If you don't look up, you'll never know. So, you always got to keep looking up, seeing if you can notice something strange happening. Because it's going to be cloaked, sort of thing, isn't it? So anyone seen out there triangle UFOs, do come on the side chat and tell us about it. We're all interested, of course. That's why we're doing these live shows. So who's down the side chat at the moment? Shadow Time. How's it going? Well, I'm thinking about it. Come on, voice is always a lot easier than typing. Just you can talk about anything really. We're pretty relaxed here, as long as you don't break the rules of Google. You know how it is nowadays. It's turned into a big nanny state, isn't it? Big Brother's watching every move. Just watch the language, though. We have a lot of old followers on this channel. The younger generation seems to follow the secure team and third phase. And we got more people over 50 that seem to follow this channel. And of course, a lot of them don't join in the lives. They watch it after, or download it even. They download it and watch it in the cars or wherever they're going to work. So yeah, so I'm okay with that. I'm not too worried about if people download my stuff, as long as they're not selling it, of course. And let's see if we can find another one of a picture. And there was one down here. Looked interesting. I just wonder why it's 2017 on this page. Should be latest ones, I would have thought. So here we got one going back to 2013. So maybe he just puts some of the best ones that he comes across on his front page. So a cluster of orbs. So let's have a look at this one.
Reports of clusters of orbs and fireballs. In May 2012, our center, and other UFO organizations, as well, began receiving large numbers of reports of red, orange, or yellow orbs, or fireballs. This phenomenon has continued over the past 5 years, and seems not to have abated in the least during that time. The date of this posting, September 28th, marks the 4th anniversary of what our staff considers to have been one of the most dramatic such sightings, which was reported to our center by a retired Arizona Highway Patrol who resides in Glendale, Arizona, a suburb on the northwest corner of Phoenix, Arizona. In order to underscore the unusual nature of the reports of fireballs, we revisit that case here. Glendale, Arizona, Saturday, September 28th, 2013, at 7:15 p.m. Mountain. A former Arizona Highway Patrol officer describes his shock in witnessing an orange orb of light that streaks from west to east in the northern sky. He quickly walks out to a porch on the northern side of the house, hoping to get a final glimpse of the peculiar object, as it disappeared to the east. Over the next several minutes, he witnessed another approximately 150 similar objects. UFO has received many thousands of similar reports over the past 5 years, as exemplified by the case that follows. New Holly, North Carolina, Sunday, September 24, 2017, at 8:45 p.m. Eastern. A husband and wife, While driving from Lake
Hey,
Norman to New
Snipes,
Holly,
how's it going?
North Carolina, witness a cluster
I'm
of 5
okay.
yellow lights
Just got
nearby
something
in the
going on in
night
my lungs at the
sky.
moment.
The couple apparently experienced electromagnetic effects with at least one cell phone, and other vehicles they encountered nearby may have been similarly affected, according to the witnesses. Witness report map and drawing. Canton, Georgia, Wednesday, September 27, 2017, at 8:42 a.m. Eastern. An adult male, standing on his daughter's roof to assess recent wind damage, sees 2 highly reflective objects in the clear, cloudless sky. He manages to obtain a low-quality photograph of the 2 objects and also provided the drawing shown. Another adult male witnesses the same event, but from ground level. The 2 witnesses agreed that objects appeared to be quadrilateral in shape and were highly reflective. The objects simply disappeared from the witnesses' sight as they watched them.
Okay, so that last one definitely sounds like Marla balloons, doesn't it? Highly reflective, and probably going with the wind current. So a lot of these people don't think about checking out which way the wind's going. If they said that definitely it was going against the wind, that should pique up more of your interest. And of course, a lot of the orbs are simply just mistaken balloons. Weather balloon is a common one. They're quite bright. The human size balloons can go up to let's see, 30-odd thousand feet, 38,000 feet, up to where the planes go. High altitude weather balloons can go up to 70, 100,000 feet before they pop. So yeah, I'm not sure what this drawing is about here though. It doesn't look like an orb. What's it say there? Kind of looks like a ship. They're drawn slow. Looks like a funny shaped ship if it is. A cigar. Which one was that? 5 yellow lights. Can't be that one. So what's that one talking about here? Unless he's saying that's the objects. Not sure what one is that related to. It needs like a writing on the drawing, doesn't it? Well, the fireballs we know were comets, or I mean meteorites coming down, burning up in the atmosphere. There's certain periods where you get the showers happening, which are left over from passing comets that where bits break off the tail and end up being debris. That sort of repeats every year. So we got various showers to do with Halley's Comet and that sort of stuff, right? From what we've researched anyway over the past lives. And they're given certain names like Placides and Halley's or whatever. They have strange names for each of the showers that happen based on the comet that caused the fragments. Sometimes you get like 30 into the atmosphere at once and burn up. So where's the next interesting picture? So before I read it, I'll just check out the side comments here. Blue pill. So I went into the red pill. Comet Atlas, yeah, half the size of the sun. Believe. I wonder if it will herald a real or fake alien invasion. Depends, doesn't it? What's going to happen? We don't know what's going to happen with comets. What breaks off them? What heads towards us? If it hits another object that we don't know about, puts it off course. It's all sorts of things that can go wrong. But yeah, we've had quite a few near misses, you know, and that we didn't even know they were there until it's zooming past us. Oh yeah, so what's this one? Another highlighted report. Who else was on the site actually? Snipes, yep. I'm pretty good. Got something going on in the lungs. It's a bit hard to breathe at the moment, so I'm not sure if I've breathed in something overnight or it's corona. But the only way I would have got it is through food packaging. Frozen goods or off bottles that went into the fridge. Because the virus can live, you know, once you put it in a fridge, it can still live, can't it? Just puts it into suspension. So you always got to keep washing your hands regardless, even though you think you might be safe. Makes you sort of paranoid now. But I think we're all going to get it, and the only way to get over it is to get it and then get your immune system. Because they're saying it's going to take 12 months to get a vaccine, so you know, just forget about... Oh, jeez, I'm sneezing now. I don't know if you get the sneezes with it. Whether it's just dust in the air, I don't know. I don't want to sneeze and cough while I'm doing a live show, that's for sure. Alright, so let's read out the next chunk.
Tinley Park, Illinois, Saturday, July 3rd.
It's not working. Okay, let's do it the old way.
Monroe, Michigan, Saturday, September 9th, 2017. At 10:30 p.m. Eastern, an adult male observer witnessed an estimated 8-12 unidentified red orbs drift across the nighttime sky. Witness provides a high-quality illustration of the event. Note: UFO has chosen to highlight this case, principally because it is so similar to many other similar cases, involving the sighting of clusters of red, orange, or yellow fireballs, or orbs. This type of sighting appears to have increased in frequency, beginning sometime during the month of May 2012, and it has continued unabated. Witness report Tinley Park, Illinois, Saturday, July 30th, 2016, at 2100 hours. Central, an adult female reports having witnessed an estimated 25 to 35 red-orange self-luminous objects pass slowly overhead. Witness report note: Tinley Park, and nearby Orland Park, Illinois, were the site of similar sightings on August 21st and October 31st, 2004. We expect to post again on Thursday, September 14th, and will include a few other photos that have been submitted to UFO in the recent past.
Okay, so that sounds familiar, that one. Wasn't that one where they were celebrating a funeral and they released a load of lead balloons, which were orange and yellow? Because they're not allowed to use Chinese lanterns. A lot of people use Chinese lanterns for that, like the sending spirit, the heavens. So now they're using lead balloons instead, causing plastic in the oceans and killing off a few whales because they swallow it or whatever. So yeah, it kind of looks like Chinese lanterns on his drawing here. It's got the right height and colour to it, and moving slowly. So what else we got here? So what are we saying down here? Yeah, I don't wear a mask when I go out because I don't see anyone, so why would I need a mask? And I don't touch anything. It's just walking the dog and then back home again. And then wash your hands as soon as you get in. So we're talking about 5G still. I talked about it yesterday. 5G effects. Leave the area and see if your condition improves. 5G's nothing to do with it. I live in basements, so I'm insulated. I just watched Tyler's new video. Same old bullshit, in my opinion. No, he hasn't got a video up, has he? I wish he'd go away. He's less work. But unfortunately, third phase of the moon has stepped up with more BS, and I haven't bothered looking at them lately because it sort of gets a bit tiring going through theirs and explaining each of them. I might have to do a pop-up for these guys again. Cousin Bros, what funny sketch could we do with them two? The Muppets, because it's like the Muppets where they're talking rubbish. Large volume prank calls, we looked at that last time. Looks like it got sorted out. Radio appearance. Alright, down to this one here, which is 2009, so it's going all over the place here. So this in 2017 it stays up here. So I'm not sure why. Probably have to read out the old way.
UFO homepage updated on August 11th and August 17th, 2017. The UFO website has been updated as of Thursday, August 17th, 2017, with the posting of 120 new and newly amended sighting reports submitted since our last update on August 11th. We encourage visitors to be on the outlook for errors and hoax reports, and in particular, among those reports that have been submitted by individuals who elect to remain anonymous and or who provide no contact information. We have attempted to label all the reports submitted by anonymous sources, but there may be other such reports that we failed to detect. Some of the reports that caught our attention, and which we feel are of particular interest, are the following: Milton, Florida, September 15, 2009, estate, at 14:30 hours. At 3 adult witnesses, while out camping, observe a metallic...
Yeah. I didn't realise that stops at reading. I just wanted to get rid of that. Okay, so where did we get down to? Milton. I have to redo that. What's happened? My mouse is not doing anything.
Report to UFO.
Oh.
Online UFO report form.
That's why. It tried to sabotage me. Okay, let's go back up.
Milton, Florida, September 15, 2009, estate, at 14:30 hours. At 3 adult witnesses, while out camping, observe a metallic-looking disc glide along a nearby roadway. They estimated that the disc was 25-30 feet in diameter, and as it moved along the tops of nearby trees, it was not more than approximately 200 feet from the witnesses. Witness report: the witness provided the drawing to the right. Fort Mill, South Carolina, Friday, August 11th, 2017 at 22:57 hours. At 2 adult observers witness and videotape a cluster of 9 yellow lights seen moving across the night sky. Witness report video: Beckett, Massachusetts, Wednesday, August 16th, 2017 at 22:20 hours. At 2 on-duty police officers report witnessing a cluster of blue-green orbs moving across the sky and maneuvering relative to one another. Witness report.
Okay, so with the amount of junk in the sky we got nowadays, it's really hard to know what they saw. Chinese lead RC kites and all that sort of stuff. We'd really have to see a video of what they saw. I wonder if they got a dash cam of it at all. So there's a lot of credible people posting reports in here. You know, a lot of cops seem to post stuff, and also engineers and pilots into the site here. So, that was quite an interesting report there of the silver disc. Why would it be so close to the treetops? That's pretty good navigation, isn't it? Shame they didn't get a video of it, so they would have had like the smoking gun evidence of all time. The old classic 1950 flying saucer, finally on HD video. So what have we got here? Where should we read from? It's a lot of writing on this page. Noteworthy ones. Okay, let's read out this chunk here.
Montreal, Canada, Saturday, July 22nd, 2017, at 10:15 p.m. Eastern. Case Revisited. We featured this report on our homepage in our July 27th posting, but we do so again, to include an illustration we have received since the first posting. Witness report illustration shown at right. Western Washington, Spokane, and Idaho, Saturday, July 29th, at 9:58 p.m. Pacific. A very dramatic object streaked above Puget Sound, heading from south to north, and is reported to have covered an estimated 140-150 degrees of the sky in 7-8 seconds. The report from a commercial pilot, who is driving in Yelm, Washington, with his wife is one of the more convincing reports we find. Witness report. Please see other reports for the same time and date. Oaksdale Steptoe Butte, Whitman County, Washington, Wednesday, August 2nd, 2017, at 11:45 p.m. Pacific. A father and son witnessed together a very large cluster of perhaps 24 unidentified lights in the western sky. The display seemed to give off a thrumming sound as they moved slowly to the north. Son's report. Father's report. Lincoln, Washington, Wednesday, August 2nd, 2017. At 11:55 p.m. Pacific. 3 members of a family report witnessing a very large display of lights, which appeared to move from the south to the north in the western sky, above the Columbia River. Witness report. Our center has received a number of interesting photos, video clips, and illustrations, which we will post at a later date, perhaps this weekend.
I wonder if it's around still, because we could have a look. Witness report. I bet there's nothing there, because last time we looked they didn't have any links. It'll be good to get some video links if it's interesting video. You can see here I can't see any links to videos. I bet they don't have the storage on their web server, and so they took them down. Nowadays it's very cheap to get a lot of hosting space. It might cost you $30 a month, but you can get plenty of space and a lot of bandwidth so people can watch them. Mind you, someone's got to pay for it, I guess. That's another, $500 a year. So you need donations and people could support it. The government won't help you. It's just like us, we run our channels off our own cash flow, what we can do, and our own skill and technology that we've got to work with. So yeah, there's a big report there, but still, I didn't see any links there. White flashing lights. Let's just have a quick read of that one again. I don't think it reads out properly, does it? So we have to do that.
White flashing lights on 1 mile long disc hovering and moving above and along the lake. My mom lives in Lincoln, Washington, sometimes shown as Creston, Washington, on the web. We are about half a mile from a boat launch on Lake Roosevelt. My mom and I were watching TV at 23:55 or 11:55 p.m. when my stepdad walks inside the house from the porch. He says to my mom, "Come listen to this noise, I have never heard anything like it." So my mom goes outside with him on the porch. I do not follow him at first because he was so calm. Then my mom opens the door and frantically calls out to me, "Come out here as fast as you can." I run out to the porch and instantly see this long string of lights in the sky, and there is this loud, ominous, deep vibrating sound that I can feel vibrating though my feet on the deck. The only way I would be able to describe this sound would be if there was a giant wine glass with a mile-wide rim, and a wet finger continuously rubbing along the rim to make this deep low hum. The string of lights are white and flashing or pulsating in what appeared to be a sequence running around the perimeter of a disc. We could not see the definite outline of the craft because it was dark and also very smoky from recent fires. But we could tell by the pattern that the lights were moving that it was most likely a disc or ring shape. The craft looked like it was about a mile long and maybe 1,000 feet above Lake Roosevelt. We first saw the craft to the east, moving very, very slowly. Its path appeared to be following the curves of Lake Roosevelt, headed north, then northwest. We could still hear the hum or vibration from the craft about 3 or 4 minutes after it was out of view. I was in such shock that I could not stop crying my eyes out. My mom tried to calm me down by reminding me that the day before this event, or maybe 2 days before, the local news station gave a statement from the local Air Force Base, Fairchild Air Force Base, saying that people should expect to see strange aircraft, maybe even foreign crafts. But the broadcast was almost in a joking manner. This changed my mood from scared and sad to scared and mad. If this was indeed secret military aircraft, how dare they mock our fear when we discover their dark secret of bizarre advanced technology. Fork note, we spoke via telephone with the young woman who submitted this report, and she sounded to us to be quite eloquent and quite sincere. Please see other similar reports from Oakdale, Washington. PD.
That's fairly interesting. So could it have been the military flying around and seeing what people were going to react to the lights in the sky as being UFOs? Maybe they thought it was funny. That David Fravor, he talked about dropping on to people on campsites to see if they were going to be reporting them as a UFO the following day or week. So I could see the mentality there. So who do you trust from the Air Force and the military when they think it's okay to prank people? When it could be it's actually a serious topic to most people that's in the UFO field. Come on to chat C number, that's me. Okay, so yeah, we need some people on the voice there, even if it's just to chat along with the reports or give your opinion on what's being said. Just join on, it's okay, won't matter. Don't be scared. You don't need an email address or ID or anything technical. You just have to click on the link on the browser. Where is it again? It's up here somewhere. Just scroll up and find it where I posted. You posted the link even above. Well, the link's disappearing now. I know my link's there. Downloads. Maybe I'll post it again. Yeah, Google and mucking around again. Changing things. So yeah, if you're on the internet, especially if you've got a cable connection, you'll come in really good, like I am, currently on fiber. So you just have to click on that and it opens up in a tab in your Chrome browser, and it'll just come up with a little pop-up saying allow microphone, and that's it, you're in. And you can start talking. Or if you want to call on your mobile phone number, which costs nothing, join the conference call there, use the PIN number, and Susan's used it a few times. So yeah. You want to jump on at all, Susan, just to see if it's working, if no one else is going to jump on? You can watch the YouTube link if you want to, but remember it's like 30 seconds behind. I know Susan's on pretty bad internet connection there. So it also depends if it's raining, as we found out yesterday with microwaves. They get absorbed quite nicely into water molecules, and because when it's bad weather and raining, your mobile connection, 4G, 3G, or whatever it is, because it's all microwaves, is really patchy, because the raindrops can interfere with the signal and data. Of course, that's the idea of 5G, is fast internet over air rather than cables. So let's just carry on, see what else we can find here. Meantime, while we're waiting for anyone that wants to jump on and chat, did we talk about that one before? That one seems to ring a bell. What year was that one? 4 lights above the house. 2017, is it? Correction. Okay, let's have a look. I'll just read out that bit. It's quite a lot there.
Correction. During his last weekly appearance on Coast to Coast radio program on Friday, June 30th, 2017, Peter Davenport, director of MUFON, commented about a number of reports about a seemingly dramatic aerial event that had occurred on the east coast of the U.S. at approximately 4:30 a.m. on Thursday morning, June 29th. Shortly after that broadcast, it was brought to our attention that a rocket had been launched from the Wallops Island, Virginia, flight facility at the time, and on the date, cited by witnesses, and that the launch was an experiment designed to release large clouds of colorful materials into the atmosphere.
That one, yep.
The event had nothing to do with the UFO phenomenon, and we apologize for possibly leading people to believe that the event might have been UFO-related. Here is a link to the webpage which discusses the launch, and where the statement below appears regarding the June 29th launch. Begin published statement. Past launches Impul test June 29th, 2017 4:25 a.m. at suborbital Terrier improved Malamute successful during the flight of a 2-stage Terrier improved Malamute sounding rocket. 10 canisters about the size of a 1-liter drink bottle will be deployed to 6 to 12 miles from the 670-pound main payload. Between approximately 3.5 and 5 minutes after launch, blue, green, and red vapor will be deployed from the canisters, forming artificial clouds. These clouds or vapor tracers allow scientists on the ground to visually track the winds in space. The development of the canister or Impul ejection system will allow scientists to gather information over a much larger or spatial area than previously allowed when deploying the vapor just from the main payload.
These are some of the images.
And published statement. To the right are 2 photos that we believe are of the launch, and which were forwarded to MUFON from witnesses in Staunton, Virginia and Massapequa, New York. Sightings on July 4, 2017. Over the past several years, and perhaps going back to as far as 1997, MUFON has noted that there is a peak of sightings during fireworks displays, which appear to be distinctly unrelated to the fireworks themselves. A quick survey of sighting reports for Independence Day fireworks displays for past several years will support that statement, we believe, and sightings on July 4 of 2017 appear to be no exception to the phenomenon. We highlight below a few of the reports MUFON has received for sightings on July 4 of this year. Patchogue, New York, Tuesday, July 4, 2017, at 20:40 hours. 2 adult witnesses observe a distinctly red unidentified object hovering over a fireworks display. The first craft is soon joined by a second, similar object. After the fireworks display, both objects move slowly to the north, and soon disappear from sight. The duration of the sighting is estimated by the witnesses to have been approximately 100 minutes. Witness report Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Tuesday, July 4, 2017, at 2100 hours. CDT, two adult witnesses, mother and daughter, witness an unusual red light in the night sky. While the daughter watches the object, it changes its color to a pulsing white light and appears to become smaller in appearance. A short time later, the light changes to a pulsing green and suddenly appears to jump across the night sky. Witness repo.
So I don't know what that one would be. Shame that these people don't take video. Let's see, the witness report. Again, I don't think they've got any videos on these links, which is a damn shame. So they updated their website, and that one's not even found, see? Page not found. Okay, so let's just carry on. Let's see what else we can find. Photographs, lens flares, and flying things. So what is he saying here? They would be the most typical ones, I guess. He likes to write a lot of words, that's for sure. It's quite a bit there, but anyway, we'll just kick it off.
Photographs, lens flares, and flying things in the course of a typical month. Our center receives many photographs, and many people ask why we do not post more photos than are seen on our homepage. The answer to that question is that most photos submitted to UFORC, we usually end up concluding, are simply objects of terrestrial origin. Most of those photos that we receive, and which we conclude, or suspect, are not photos of genuine UFOs or those that exhibit a lens flare, caused when a photo is taken with the camera pointed at a bright source of light, for example the sun, a full moon, street lights, etc. The light that enters the camera's lens is reflected back and forth between surfaces of the glass elements of the objective lens, and they end up forming a ghost image of the bright source of light. This type of photo is taking a great deal of our time, which is being expended on items that have nothing to do with the UFO phenomenon. Consequently, we share here this week a few examples of what we strongly suspect are photos that contain lens flares and other objects that clearly are not of authentic UFOs, with the hope that it will allow people with this type of photo to properly identify the images for what they really are. A fact that provides a hint that an image in a photo may be a lens flare, and not a genuine object that was present when the photo was taken, is that a straight line, drawn between the ghost image and the bright source of light in the photo that is presumed to have caused the image, passes through the geometrical center of the photograph. We present below a few photos, which contain what we believe probably are lens flares, together with what the photographers have had to write about the images, following the discovery by the photographer of anomalous objects in their photo. Example number 1, Dresden, Germany, Friday, June 2, 2017, at 10:04 p.m. Local, a woman took 2 photos of the Simperopera building at the Theaterplatz, and later detected peculiar lights above the building in the nighttime sky. We suspect, but cannot be certain, that the lights seen in the night sky are lens flares, caused by the bright street lamps near the building. Witness report photo example number 2, in flight, Tokyo, Japan, to Manila, Philippines, date unknown. A young male photographed out the window of an airliner, and later detected a red object near the sun. No written report submitted. Photo radio appearance Peter Davenport, Center Director, will make his weekly appearance on Coast to Coast hosted by Mr. George Nowari on Thursday night, June 22, 2017, at approximately 10:15 p.m. posted on Thursday, June 22, 2017. UFORC homepage and database of sighting reports updated on Thursday, June 15, 2017. We have executed a hasty update of our homepage, as of this date, with the posting of 109 new, or newly revised, sighting reports. Please be alert for errors or hoaxed reports in the new postings, in particular among those that are labeled as having been submitted by anonymous sources. There are many intriguing reports in this week's posting, but one from Troy, Vermont, in particular, caught our attention, principally because it was submitted together with a high-quality photograph. Also, It was of interest because it appears to address the phenomenon involving red and orange lights seen in the nighttime sky, a phenomenon that our center has been calling to the attention of the UFO community now for 5 years. We have highlighted the case below. Troy, Vermont, Thursday, June 8, 2017, at 2130 hours. A husband and wife witness at least 3 orange lights in the nighttime sky, which may have been attached to a dark object which was not visible. One of the objects appeared to ascend vertically at a rapid rate, and the other 2 objects moved along a different pathway in the sky. The husband reports that he used to be stationed in Afghanistan, where he was accustomed to seeing different type of munitions, so he probably is a discriminating witness. Witness report photo radio appearance. Peter Davenport, Center Director, is scheduled to make his weekly appearance on Coast to Coast hosted by Mr. George Nowari, on Thursday night, June 15, 2017, at approximately 10:15 p.m. Pacific. Peter will discuss the case addressed above, and several others that have been submitted over the course of the past week. Posted on Thursday, June 15, 2017.
Okay, so we got down to there. So yeah, those other photos were definitely men's flare. So yeah, that whole paragraph took all that reading. He just liked to write, this guy. So yeah, what's this one here? It's kind of strange looking. Looks like a cupcake pan, doesn't it? So let's have a read of it, see what it is. I suppose it's a New Mexico one, is it?
Plachitas, New Mexico, August 15, 1969. A state, at 5:30 p.m. MDT, an adult male witness exited the local post office and noticed a group of people standing and staring at a strange, transparent, and motionless pink ball of light with a blue core. The Albuquerque Journal reported that a weather balloon had been witnessed in the area. Witness report Lander Giant Rock, California, Sunday, May 21, 2017, at 10:15 p.m. PDT. A group of approximately 50 witnesses, who were part of a sky-watching party at the Contact in the Desert Conference, witnessed a yellow object, or objects, streak across the night sky, being pursued by what appeared to be a military fighter jet. Several of the witnesses have shared high-quality video of the incident, and an illustration of what the object looked like to at least one of them below. Please see multiple reports for the incident, posted in the database of cases. Lovington, New Mexico, Monday, May 22, 2017, at 5:30 p.m. MDT. An adult male reports having witnessed a bright, shiny, V-shaped craft, which appeared to drop out of the bottom of a nearby cloud, then move off quickly to the west. Soon after the first sighting, a second similar craft dropped out of the same cloud and shot off to the east. Over the subsequent several minutes, 5 or 6 other craft appeared, and then accelerated off in different directions. Witness report Parker, Colorado, Wednesday, June 7, 2017, at 4:45 p.m. MDT. An adult male reports having witnessed 3 dark objects, which initially appeared to be hovering almost motionless in the distant sky. One of the 3 objects moved away from the group, and then returned to its original position. A video, 334 MB, which we have not viewed yet, can be accessed here. Witness report Annapolis, Maryland, June 6, 2017, at 10 p.m. An adult male, who describes himself as a medical professional, reports having witnessed a peculiar fireball, almost the size of a full moon, streak across a large expanse of the nighttime sky, leaving a trail behind it. He allowed for the possibility that the object may have been a meteor, but he didn't believe it was because of its strange appearance. Witness report radio appearance Peter Davenport, UFO Director, is scheduled to make his weekly appearance on the Coast to Coast radio program, hosted by Mr. George Nowari, at 10:15 p.m. Pacific, on Friday night, June 9, 2017. Peter will discuss those reports cited above, as well as several more recent cases. Posted Friday afternoon, June 9, 2017.
If there's new cases, there's bound to be on MUFON. But yeah, it's good to have a look at one of the best cases posted on this site, because I've got some drawings at least. It's a shame that a lot of the links don't work anymore to the videos and photographs. So this Contact in the Desert one was actually debunked by Il from MUFON. He doesn't trust that organization at all, from what I understand. He reckons that someone was putting up a drone with some sort of heating element on it, so it'd show up on thermal. And of course the planes fly in that location all the time. It just happened that they were passing by when they put up the drone. So that one made Coast to Coast and Jimmy Church and all that. Then I found out about Jimmy Church and his stupid videos that he had up with UFOs of birds and Adams Mountain Mount Adams UFO base, which we talked about previous lives, was a load of rubbish and debunked with new video footage of the actual mountain. Whether there's any new cases, these ones seem to be all 2017, which is kind of strange because it's their home page. Was 2017 a particularly interesting year? I don't know. 2017. I think that one. Is that the one with the smartphone image in the car window? I don't know. This looks familiar, that one. It's got a hand drawing there, though. Once again, these orbs. I was talking about orbs of light. I don't find orbs particularly interesting, but I find those ones where they're talking about up close personal visualization of a saucer flying over forests more interesting, and V-shaped lights and stuff. Orbs by themselves, it could be anything really, with LED balloons now. Try not to cough here. Trying to breathe. So what else we got here? Another V-shaped craft. What year is that one? 17 again, you see. Arizona. Motions of lights. Again, that one seems to ring a bell. Wasn't there a whole bunch of Chinese lanterns removed? I think John from Tucson said, expect to hear about reports of UFOs, because my sister said the whole load of Chinese lanterns have been released. And sure enough, there was. Reports started coming in from all the UFO channels the following day. That's quite a while ago now. Probably a year ago. Yeah, at least a year ago. So must have been longer than that, because if it's 2017, maybe 2 years ago now. But I think it was that one. What do we got here? We'll have a look at MUFON cases next anyway. Looks like a orb light next to some sort of mountain here. Table Mountain, where's that? Africa? I don't know. California, Table Mountain. I don't know what that was. Let's have a look. What's the one in Africa called then? I thought they had a similar name. Table Mountain. Let's see, what do we got here? Well, we got one in UK. And Cape Town, yeah. That's Africa. Cape Town. And we've got one in Ireland as well, by the looks of it. Cape Town, yep, South Africa. Up the coast. The ship that took us from UK to New Zealand when we migrated out here, we actually stopped in the bay there, Cape Town, and we saw Table Mountain from the ship. I wonder if we got any views, pictures of it. I suppose it's just a big flat chunk of rock, really. Where's the pictures? So here we go. Pretty high up. Doesn't look too exciting though, does it? So what they reckon? What did it say? California above. Later that night, the side of the Table Mountain suddenly is illuminated. California. I'm a wee bit confused. So let's just read that out. Where's it gone? Where's the reader icon? Just give me the wrong list, is it?
Borrego Springs, Superstition Hill, California, June 1, 1997, at 1800 hours. PDT, 2 young men are camped in an area where U.S. Navy jets are practicing low-altitude maneuvers. Later that night, the side of Table Mountain suddenly is illuminated by a peculiar-looking object that simply rises slowly and vertically against the side of the mountain, and then descends back to where it had come from. Shortly after that first sighting, the 2 men detected a nebulous blob of sparkly lights in the night sky. Witness report.
Yeah, let's type in California. It sounds like it's in California. Not South Africa. Right, it looks like it's come up. Typing it in. USA. There we go. So it's 2 Table Mountains. Come on, guys. You could at least give it a different name, like Coffee Mountain, Coffee Table Mountain, or something. Yes. I don't think it's going to be as big as the South African one. Looks like a little hill there. But in that photograph, it was a big chunk of rock. Here we go. What's that there? Vertical. We need the ground. Looks like it's that chunk of rock there in the photograph, isn't it? The white chunk of rock. Looks like that location. Never seem to have really good pictures, do we? I wonder if we can get down there and see it from below. Hey, we might be able to. We've got trees in the way. We want Table Mountain. Where is it? Over here, probably. Too many trees. Yeah, anything could hide in that lot. I wonder if there's any Bigfoots. Well, look at this thing. That looks like a danger waiting to happen. Now, where are we? Just look like we're going in the wrong direction. So yeah, the person that drives the Google van, he's got a nice job, hasn't he? Just go down every road, collect data, swap the hard drive out with another one. Probably got a bank of drives, and fill out the next one. It's a good job for that one. But I reckon they need to do drone. They need to repeat everything with a drone, so you're flying at building height, you know, because a lot of pictures you get online are where they filmed UFOs, and like in Las Vegas, they're actually in high rises looking out the balcony, and you can't get the same viewpoint as them using Google View, because they're laid down the street and of course the buildings are in the way. So if you go up on high building height, looking down at the airport or side of the mountain, it changes everything. Because I did a thing here on Vegas from UFO Man. I know, have we got Charles in the house? I think he's probably in bed. Charles really hates UFO Man with passion. Let's see, Vegas, where they talked about a triangle UFO. Now let's see if I can find it. But it turned out to be in Reno, also in Nevada, but it wasn't Vegas. So it had us a wee bit forward to start with, the wrong information. And it could have sort of lined up, but it wasn't perfect. And then the Reno one come to light, and then we got hold of the video and overlaid it with a daytime photograph, and we could see that the lights were actually consistent with a road and an antenna farm. Where's the Reno one? Maybe I have to type Reno. Vegas, Reno. Because Reno is a wee bit over from Vegas. This one here. Well, two of them actually. Let's see. Which one come first? That one? So those two were actually quite interesting. Talking about a TR3B. Reno, it turned out to be. If you haven't watched those ones, go and give them a check out. Part 2, I think, was the better one. We actually solved it. But we spent a lot of time looking through Street View trying to get the right angle. It was frustrating. But you see what I mean. People were taking it off balconies up in high rises. Changes the viewpoint completely. I think that was the only two, yeah. And of course we got this color night vision, which I had planned to get one by now, but I keep spending my money replacing other broken equipment. I'll never ever get there. This is color night vision, and it's just like seeing in daytime, if you've never seen the clip. It's called color night vision. Here's a video for it. Is it going to play? So this is just a clip from a live stream. This is at night time. This is actually at night time, believe it or not. This is like our crappy security night vision for home. We could have something like this in future. It even works out the sky, and you can see the stars. See the stars here? You don't normally see those in daytime. This is actually all nighttime footage. Now, if we had this for video capture, it would be fantastic. Now, if Mojo filmed his UFO with this technology, just imagine we could see the ambulance, if it was an ambulance, we could see people faking it. Or we could actually say, well, that's a real smoking gun footage of a UFO, an alien we just caught. See, you can see the star even twinkling in the sky. Clouds.
Yeah, back then I
And they
didn't know
show
you
us
could.
in a minute
I would have locked the camera so it didn't go back to Rob when he was watching.
without the
So you can see the car headlights at night time even. But
thing
yeah, it's
on, I
pretty
think.
amazing technology. And of course, military have this kind of technology. So even if you're hiding in the pitch blackness, there's nowhere to hide.
As far as it's only like a minute into it. It seems a lot longer.
Yeah, it's amazing technology. Compared that to your crappy
Now
home
there's
security
a
ones.
website so for it. What's that there? We see something reflecting. Oh, I think that was someone with a torch, they said. I think they tell us in a minute. Oh, look up here.
Looks like a plane flying overhead.
What was that in the sky? Was that the moon or something? Up here, look.
Yeah, it looks like a
Oh, no, it's a
plane.
helicopter. See that?
Helicopter, is it?
Now, this is amazing technology. But I
But yeah.
think looks almost like.
Doesn't look like much of a camera though. You just hold it in your hands, but like what the Ghost Ventures guys would use, wouldn't it? But it's way better camera technology than what they've got. So you can actually buy these now. Sony have brought out a sensor that does the same thing now, and they're now starting to put it on home security. So this is all at night time. But obviously you can see it's designed for military use. So we tried to find out how much they cost and where you get them from. Because that's what we want for these UFO hunting trips, right? So anyway, better move on. So no one's going to come and talk today. Not even you, Susan. I suppose you're watching your TV show at the same time, huh? What's on tonight? Walking Dead or something? Outlander's taking a break, isn't it? Homeland. I thought that was last night. What's on tonight then? It's normally something that people are more interested in watching. So, where do we get to? That's right, this mountain. So we found out there's several table mountains all around the world. So yeah, you can see it's got a flat bit at the top here, so they call it a table. And what else we got here? Yeah, she's watching multiple things, I know. Doesn't want to come on voice because we'd catch her out. What's this here? This guy's got a hairy arm. Robert would have joined us because he's not coughing now, so he would have, if he was awake, he would be on the side video having a chat. Possible witness to peculiar flash of green light. So he reckons he's got a triangle on the arm, is it? Wounds orientated in and isosceles triangle pattern. That's not how you say that, is it? Isosceles triangle. Alright, so yeah, he has two. But who knows, you know, it's a good place where you can actually create that yourself, right? So you're not sure if people are attention seeking or not. We have moved. Yeah, you keep saying that, you dumb bums. And why's your website 2017? Is he not updating it anymore? Now there's 2019 up the top here though. 2019. And then suddenly it went to 2017. about there, wasn't it? Yeah. So what have we got in 2019 up here that we haven't seen already? We've got 2 flying saucers, so let's have a read of that one. 2019, so this is some current ones. And there still won't be any photographs or video. We'll read out the old way, because it works all the time.
Macon, Georgia, Thursday, April 4th, 2019, at 6:55 a.m. Eastern. An adult male reports being skeptical that a dramatic green fireball, which was seen from many points in the southeastern U.S., was a meteor. He has forwarded an excellent and detailed report, as well as a very nice computer-generated graphic of what the object allegedly looked like from his vantage point, shown art right. We encourage anyone who might be interested in this widely reported incident to look at the excellent graphic he has provided, read his report, and read the other reports submitted for the same event. Witness report: Staunton, Virginia, Monday, May 6, 2019, at 10:37 p.m. Eastern. An adult female, who describes herself as a teacher in the arts, reports having witnessed a triangular craft that appeared to be hovering above, or on the other side of, a neighbor's house for an estimated 10 minutes. Witness report: Cincinnati, Ohio, Wednesday, May 8, 2019, at 9:15 p.m. Eastern. A male reports having witnessed a black, or dark gray, V-shaped craft, with 9-10 lights outlining the shape of the craft, pass overhead at very high speed, passing across most of the visible sky in. The witness estimated the altitude to have been 15,000-20,000 single quote, and it was visible for an estimated 15-20 seconds. Fork note: the correct date of the sighting should be May 8, 2019, not May 9, 2019. We overlooked the error during our proofreading of new reports. The error will be corrected when we next update our site. PD Witness Report.
So yeah, we get a lot of these triangle ones, especially in America. Kind of still suggests that it might be related to Air Force bases. Some sort of experimental craft that they haven't released yet. But they're quite big, so why would it be so big? Well, maybe to get up at high altitude to spy on Russians. V-shaped craft. So, wonder if they're using some sort of like helium lifting capabilities here. So it needs to be big with the cells of helium there to give it some lift. So again, could be related to these flying blimps, which are like 5 stories high and actually have aircraft and cruise missiles and all that inside it or hanging off it. So alien, hard to know, but certainly they've seen something. That sounds legit there in that report. So these are all 2019. So I want to at the top is any 2020 ones. Let's have a look again. I think we've been through most of it now. So it did start up with 2020, February. And then suddenly it went through the years very quickly, didn't it? So let's have a quick look through again. So already it's gone to 2019 here. And that's the Starlink satellites. That's where we sort of started with this page, because it was kind of interesting stories. So yeah, let's just reload it, see if there's anything been updated since. Doesn't look like it. No, seems to be like it's gone dead. It's a few months back. So they're saying it won't be till March the 7th. Well, that's gone too. It's went to April now. Depending on our webmaster, so it looks like the website's stuffed up. But anyway, we probably can be done with that now. I think we've covered most of the good ones on there. Like I said, if you go through all the case reports though, by state, you can see they've still got a few up, but they've got no pictures, which sort of ruins it. By state, 5,000 international. So there's quite a lot on that database here. Hawaii 452. Orange lights. 25 lights. Looked up in the sky, saw a round white light. Blue flashing light that didn't move for 6 minutes. Which could be, again, a lead balloon. Again, no links to photographs, so it's pretty useless without the images or drawings. Eyewitness drawings are quite nice if they haven't got a photograph. What else they got here? Case highlight list. So they reckon that's the best ones, I guess. Going back to 1936. 1930s. So 2 clusters of yellow spheres. 2001. 2002 goes on a fair bit, but it's got no links to the actual cases, has it? It's pretty crappy, really. It's like a 1980s website in 2020. It needs major overhaul. Details. So that one's got details. And it goes to one of these crappy reports here with no links to images. Yeah, some of them have got details. So what else we got on this badly laid out webpage? Case briefs, what's that? Oh, that looks like something from a sci-fi movie. So what's it saying? A young woman driving. Oh, we'll just get it to read out because that one might be interesting. So like I said, it's got a lot of links on this site and lots of information. Oh, that'll do.
Ponca, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Sunday, December 1st, 2013, at 1937 hours. CST, a young woman, driving in fog from Ponca, OK, to Oklahoma City on Interstate 35 with her 4-year-old son, witnesses a brilliantly bright orange, round glowing light in the fog. She passes it, only to see approximately 10 more similar-looking objects, hovering above and alongside the interstate. Other cars passed her vehicle, either apparently oblivious to the objects, or perhaps attempting to get away from them. We post an artist's rendition of what the objects may have looked like below, based on the witness's description. Artwork courtesy of Art Saarinen.
Kind of looks like cutting half oranges, doesn't it? Looks like it's got segments going across. I had a friend in Australia that was driving across a desert road like this, and a UFO just comes vertically down and hovers in front of him, keeping up to speed of the car. I think it was doing about 100 miles per hour or whatever they do in the desert roads. I said, "Oh, do you know if you were abducted?" She wouldn't want to talk about it, so I suspect something happened. Yeah, so she reckons, yeah, it didn't seem to do anything. It hovered, followed them along, and then shot back upwards. But I think normally something else happens in between there. those reports that you hear. That's way before I started my UFO channel. Probably a couple of years before I was talking to in Australia. So talking about fireballs again there, seems to be a common one. So what else you got here on this site that might be interesting? Interlink jet chase. Okay, let's have a look. UFO chases. Aircraft reports without radar tracking. And what else we got? That's it. So we got 1947, 48, is that what they're saying? 52, 59, 73, and 76. Tehran dogfight, yep, we covered that one. SAC base alert. Is that one of the nuclear missiles going inactive? Faded giant. Launch codes changed. Yeah, it is. So we covered that one before, I think, with Robert. What else we got here? 73. We did that one too, didn't we? The helicopter one, where it had a beam of light and it couldn't move. Army helicopter stands out. So we covered that with a live stream with Robert, I believe. In a lot more detail. 1,000 feet. We went through all the skeptics. Oh yeah, Philip Class said it was a meteorite. Yeah, right. Okay, let's go back the list. What else we got? 59. The Killian case. I think we did that one too, haven't we? This is where we need Robert. He'll be able to remember which ones we've done. Go away. Update. Quite a lot of information there. So pilots could not be any clearer than it was that night. So clear sky. Richard Hall. So that's what's that guy's website? Planet UFO or something? No, not Planet UFO. I can't remember what it's called now. He's the guy in UK. And this is the same guy, similar guy with the same name. 52. Main brace sightings. I'm not sure if I covered that one or not. Denmark, Norway, New Zealand. Let's have a read of that one. It's another Richard Hall one.
Operation Mainbrace sightings. In the vicinity of Denmark and Norway. September 1952. A particularly interesting series of UFO reports came from the vicinity of the Operation Mainbrace NATO maneuvers held in September 1952. The maneuvers commenced September 13th and lasted 12 days. According to the U.S. Navy, units of 8 NATO governments and New Zealand participated, including 80,000 men, 1,000 planes, and 200 ships. In the vicinity of Denmark and Norway. Directed by British Admiral Sir Patrick Brine, it was the largest NATO maneuver held up until that time. September 13th, the Danish destroyer Wilhelmus, participating in the maneuvers, was north of Bornholm Island. During the night, Lieutenant Commander Schmidt-Jensen and several members of the crew saw an unidentified object, triangular in shape, which moved at high speed toward the southeast. The object emitted a bluish glow. Commander Jensen estimated the speed at over 900 miles per hour. Within the next week, there were 4 important sightings by well-qualified observers. Various sources differ by day or two on the exact dates, but agree on details. There is no question about the authenticity of the sightings. The British cases were officially reported by the Air Ministry, the others are confirmed by reliable witnesses. All occurred on or about September 20th. September 19th, a British meteor jet aircraft was returning to the airfield at Topcliffe, Yorkshire, England, just before 11 a.m. As it approached for landing. A silvery object was observed following it, swaying back and forth like a pendulum. Lieutenant John W. Kilburn and other observers on the ground said that when the meteor began circling, the UFO stopped. It was disc-shaped and rotated on its axis while hovering. The disc suddenly took off westward at high speed, changed course, and disappeared to the southeast. About September 20th, personnel of the U.S. Franklin D. Roosevelt, an aircraft carrier participating in the main brace maneuvers, observed a silvery, spherical object which was also photographed. The pictures have never been made public.
Damn.
The UFO was seen moving across the sky behind the fleet. Reporter Wallace Litwin took a series of color photographs, which were examined by Navy intelligence officers. The Air Force Project Chief, Captain Ruppelt, stated, "The pictures turned out to be excellent. Judging by the size of the object in each successive photo, one could see that it was moving rapidly. The possibility that a balloon had been launched from one of the ships was immediately checked out. No unit had launched a balloon." A poor print of one of the photographs appears in the Project Blue Book files, but with no analysis report. September 20th, at Karup Field, Denmark, 3 Danish Air Force officers sighted a UFO about 7:30 p.m. The object, a shiny disk with metallic appearance, passed overhead from the direction of the fleet and disappeared in clouds to the east. September 21st, 6 British pilots flying a formation of RAF jets above the North Sea observed a shiny sphere approaching from the direction of the fleet. The UFO eluded their pursuit and disappeared. When returning to base, one of the pilots looked back and saw the UFO following him. He turned to chase it, but the UFO also turned and sped away. September 27th, 28, throughout western Germany, Denmark, and southern Sweden, there were widespread UFO reports. A brightly luminous object with a comet-like tail was visible for a long period of time, moving irregularly near Hamburg and Kiel. On one occasion, 3 satellite objects were reported moving around a larger object. A cigar-shaped object moving silently eastward also was reported. Since existing documentation shows that U.S. Navy and Air Force intelligence, and the RAF, were studying these incidents, it is a safe assumption that more information exists in the files of NATO, the British Air Ministry, the U.S. Navy, and the U.S. Air Force. The sightings remain unexplained. Richard Hall.
So they definitely got photographs that they're keeping from us still, right? Even though they're releasing all these UFO files, the British. Where's all these missing photographs, right? So we have covered that one before with Robert. I can't remember which one it was now. But there's a playlist of Robert's here somewhere. Shame we can't change the covers on the playlist to make it easier to find stuff. We could put larger writing on it. Robert, where are you? UFO cases. Best ones. Funny how I can never find the one we're after. We do so much now that you got to have playlists so you can sort of break it up into lists on different subjects. Why can't I see Roberts? I must have gone past it again. Dear, oh dear. It's called Robert Talks UFOs. Or something similar to that. I think we've gone past it again. We need like a section of the best ones that we want, the common ones that we have, you know. We could have Roberts at the top there, live streams, and probably leave it at that probably, and that's easy to find straight away each time. It should have like pin playlists maybe. So much. Oh, here we go. It's looking at me right here. So we could go through the list there to see which one that was talking about. But that's Robert's UFO cases. If you're not seen it and new to the channel, I suggest you go and have a watch of them. It's a wee bit like what I've been doing at the moment, but putting it together into collections where the same craft or alien had been seen. Rob Talks. I'll just shrink that down. It's getting quite big now. We've done quite a few together. So where's the list disappeared to? Oh, here it is. So we've done quite a good ones here, including this one here. I think it probably would have been something like Triangle Craft. No, not that one. Triangle UFOs, maybe that one that was in. Yeah, so that one's quite a good one. So we put some of the better ones first of all in the list. So the new ones get at the bottom. Captured by UFOs was the last one before he got sick. So that was about airline, well, pilots, not airline pilots, but pilots in general. Yeah, we got quite long ones here, didn't we? Went on a fair bit. Because he does his in 9 o'clock at night until 1, and he's quite okay, you see. I do it early in the morning after 4 hours sleep and struggle. Okay, we're going live. Oh. So let's have a look at some MUFON ones. Does anyone want to come and talk? Actually, let's just finish off that one. What else was there? 48, 47. I think we've probably looked at all those ones. Yep. Okay, so what else we got here? Historic reports based on year numbers, 95 to the 50s. Alright. Who's that one? Mental, is it? I know. 2003, 50th anniversary of the disappearance of USA Air Force Felix Monclera Jr. Is it the one that disappeared in those little planes, was it? What they call the Bermuda Triangle? I'm not sure. Let's see. 53 were pursuing in the F-89 Scorpion, a UFO which was seen on radar. Data at the time of the incident suggests 2 witnesses involved in the pursuit, that the object being pursued by lieutenants, and Wilson had suddenly reversed its course, approached the aircraft and merged with it. Interesting. Another ship and a smaller ship. All details of the historic case here. Don't know if we've done that one before. Maybe it's one that Robert's going to cover sometime. There's a lot of reading there. Probably leave that one for Robert. It's like an interesting story. Lake Superior. Okay, so what else we got here? Video. A little look at video. Okay. I think we can be finished with that page now. For wee while until they update it sometime. Which was meant to be about now. So let's have a look through MUFON cases. Okay. Any ones that look really interesting. They don't look like a dot in the sky. International Space Station, it's at the right altitude there. Garage cam. Could be meteorite shower. What are we looking at? Not too exciting, is it? A bug flying close to the camera? I don't know. Okay, so what's this one? That looks like a street lamp. So what are we looking at? That there could be a bug reflecting IR light back at the camera. What else we got? And now it's circled something. Yeah, that one. Still could be a bug. Is that it? No video? Oh, that's disappointing. What's he got to say?
Reviewed Ring brand security camera footage on the morning of April 5, 2020 of 1 snapshot image via Ring camera, a cylindrical object of unknown size and distance. Possible rod type anomaly as reported previously last month or larger object at greater distance. Exact distance from camera is unknown. See attached images. 3. Vehicles blacked out for security purposes. Original image in black and white. Object circled in red. All other known lighted objects, street light and lighting accounted for including light reflection. Moon was out 3-4. Partly cloudy. 68
Sounds like someone with some imagination there, doesn't it, that watch UFO channels. Just by the words they use there, cylindrical object, when it's a security camera with low shutter speed, it's always going to create smudges from small bugs flying close to the camera. And of course they're illuminated because the infrared light that's being transmitted from the camera to illuminate objects, fly's going to be really close, so it gets illuminated into a big blob, and that's a classic sign of like a moth coming up. So yeah, I don't think they'll be doing much with that case. So let's keep on going. I thought that was part of the same one. No, it looks like it's a different case. So what they got to say? Where's the thing?
I was on my way home from a friend that lives nearby in the small town Hallsberg, Sweden. When I left the apartment building, I first noticed that the moon was closer and brighter than usually. I admired it and was gonna take some pictures. Before I took the pictures, I stood for a while and just watched the beautiful night sky and the bright moon. Suddenly a big moving object appeared. It was definitely not an airplane or something common, and it was bigger than a star. It had a different shape and wasn't moving normal. When the object moved, it was really fast, but it moved in a strange way and it kinda stopped. Then it moved a little bit, and stopped again and kept doing it during 1 minute until it disappeared from like nowhere. My first thought was like, oh shit, did I really saw this? I hope it is visible in the pictures I took. A circumflex, and it was. But I didn't thought so much of this when I got home 5 minutes later, because it didn't frighten me in that way. I have witnessed strange phenomena in the sky before this time, just 5 days before this event with 2 friends. So it will report the previous event to you as soon as I can.
So, it's got some strange characters there, hasn't it? Looks like it's a cut and paste job from a web page. So, not what's happened there. So, it's a wee bit suspect in that these ones always seem to be like cut and paste jobs. Someone trying to fake something. So yeah, we got a moon. We got a light source here aiming at the camera, which causes reflections. And could that be a reflection? Is that what they're looking at? Is that there at the top? Kind of looks like a lens flare on that source there. So what else we got? Same thing. And yeah, it's changed shape. And it's because the camera's moved. And what else we got? Turned around. No different. Still in the same angle. And we've got it around the other way again. Looks like a lens flare, doesn't it? You know, the mushroom shape that you get, but not really defined. Lens flare. Some BS in here, I reckon. Cut and paste job. Because there's no reason to have weird text and like that. How would that happen otherwise, you know? Typing on a Macintosh? I don't think so. Or a tablet? You wouldn't get strange characters like that. Also, would you type that much on a tablet keyboard? It would drive you crazy typing that much. Could it be a voice thing? But then the voice thing would put wrong words in, where it's translating into text. So I reckon that one's like a cut and paste job from a web page, and just stuck up some photographs with lens flare, just to try and catch up MUFON. So let's carry on down. It's got to be something good here, surely. We had some interesting pictures last time. Looks like they scrolled off. So let's have a look at this one, I guess. See, this one's not too wordy.
I was clicking pictures on my mobile of a hill station, Musawari, that is 30 kilometers from my place, Dehradun. When I clicked picture, I saw a blue light very distant above the mountains, and that went away after 3 minutes. I was successful in capturing it multiple times.
A blue light distance. Okay, we're talking about that up there. So what are we looking at here? Top of buildings? Water towers? What's those? Air cons. Air conditioning. So it looks like the mountain ridge there. Blue light. But what's all these beams of lights going up here? Need a video, not a picture. Certainly like a light reflection back there. So what do you reckon it is? Well, they look out of focus there. Out of focus. What's in focus? Where's the focus? See, this light here has me worried, causing lens flare. It's extremely bright. To me, that looks like something on the lens, because all that at the back there is out of focus, and you expect that to be similar washed out quality, right? But that looks sharper in detail. Okay, so let's have a look at the next one. What angle are we looking at now? Certainly a lot of bright light down there. Bright LED lighting. So is that like a one without the blue dot in the sky? That's, I don't know. Like a one without, so you can compare it. But then we haven't got the same bright light source. If it's like the same location with the same bright light source, we could say, oh, the light's disappeared, so we can rule out lens flare. But yeah, that one's no good, is it? To look at. Must be something better here. So anyone wants to call in, the number's at the top there. Call in, chat about anything you really want to, but we've definitely got a UFO experience, so we'd like to hear about it. Let me just readjust myself. Hang on, I'll be back in a minute.
Slowly sliding off the bed. Yeah, so it got readjusted. So yeah, let's just keep on going. Like I said, if you want to call in and talk to us, last weekend we had Vincent call us and told us about his sighting, and it led to more information from other witnesses, which was quite interesting. So if you haven't listened to the last open stream Sunday, go and dig it up. Sort of struggling to breathe still a wee bit, but it's not as bad as it was earlier. So what else we got? Anything interesting? Okay, we got some lights in the distance on that one. So it doesn't say much. So I reckon this could be reflections in a window, but we'll find out.
Observe through our bedroom window nighttime hovering for 10 minutes with no movement. Each light went out one at a time randomly.
And have you got a video? Doesn't look like it. So let's have a look at this one. So is it a reflection of LED lights in the window? Sort of thing you have on the ceiling. Kind of looks like it in distance, right? Another person trying to scam us. Yeah, it kind of looks like a reflection of ceiling lights to me so far. Without video. Okay, there we go. Still looks like it could be those ceiling lights, spotlights that you have. So I don't know. Not without a video of them moving around. I don't know why people have seen in hoaxes, it's annoying. The other possibility it could be is a military illumination flare drop. And that's why they would go out one by one. But yeah, video would have been handy. So I think maybe it could be parachute flares. Because now we're down to one there, I think. Is it? The stupid photographs ran the wrong way. And we got no way of rotating it without downloading it. So it does sort of sound like it's going to be military flares. Is that something else up there? Kind of looks like it could be a plane. What's the location? California. Right, so Zoom's going a bit crazy. So yeah, that second one is more revealing. We zoom right into that one. That is like a military flare drop, doesn't it? Certain even spaces. And if they were going out one by one, if we're assuming that the witness is not pranking it with lights. Yeah, you'd thought they'd had a video of it. So yeah. Looks like it's going out to the mountain range, is it? What's the map say there? Or is it going out to the sea? Because I normally do it in both locations, don't I? Over a desert and over the sea.
So yeah, you probably have to look that up online to see if there was any military exercises happening. California. Sometimes you can actually go to military sites and it'll tell you. So what was the date on that again? Cited first April Fools. You see, this is why ones I don't like. 1st of April. Isn't it? Is that the right one? January, February, March, April, wasn't it? 4th. So yeah, military. Let's see. I don't like April Fool's jokes. Military exercises. April. We need to put a year number probably. 2020. California. Sometimes you can get information this way. And there you go. New in 2020, more gigantic exercises for the Marine Corps. Hooray, hooray. Flying operations, Nellis Air Force Base. Unlike any exercise, a massive Marine Corps. Good one. So it's talking about February there, but we want to know what's happening in April. Definitely over mountains. Got some tanks firing stuff. So it's talking about in January. Arizona, California. 50,000 Marines and sailors. So it kind of suggests that it's going to be related to this, isn't it? Normally they go over several months as well, don't they? So have we got any more links? What's happened? Has something happened? What's happened? Take a look at this YouTube MUFON channel case. It has a video on it. And who is the strange person they have narrating on the channel for the last 2 weeks? A bit odd. Okay, I'll have a look. Oh, here we go. Spike in March. No. Coronavirus will be affecting them too, right? But they won't tell you how much it's affecting because they don't want the other enemy knowing, the Russians and the Chinese knowing how weakened their forces are by this virus. But this is not just chemical warfare, but biological warfare. If you weaken the troops that you fight against, you can overrun them quite easily. So maybe, Susan, you better get your machine gun ready just in case the Chinese come invading Texas. Maybe this coronavirus is a big plot. So, yeah, it didn't give us any clues of the month. I suppose there's going to be like more information there somewhere. Marine Times. But yeah, like I said, all this, when you're researching a case, you go through all this sort of stuff and see if you can pin it down.
because the army don't tell you when they're doing exercises all the time. They'll just say they'll be doing something in the month of blah blah for a couple of weeks, and that's enough to give you a clue. Now it's talking about April here. So what's that on about? California. April. Shelter. So they're told to hunker down with the virus. There's about... So yeah, we could spend ages going through all that until we find what we're after. Monthly catalogue of publications. We'll just carry on. We can close that down. So yeah, this one wasn't too exciting in the end. But you want me to look at something? So why is no one coming on voice today? Come on. Come and talk to me. What's going on here? I bet it puts that studio bloody thing in front. Looks like I might have to log in. Why is it not working? Let's delete that. That worked. Who's this? MUFON. It's not Chase. MUFON. April the 5th. Okay, so 7 Australian witness. That showed me nothing. Welcome to ufology. That's always the same. A 20-second intro for a 72-second video is excessive. People don't like lots of yab. It forces the viewers to FF. If fast forward. I don't think it's swearing. And ultimately lose interest. What else someone said? I'm done with the joke. That is MUFON. She's looking like an alien. Okay, let's have a laugh. Won't be done, will we? Playing this stuff. That's normally public. We could turn it into a masculine female.
Access granted.
Oh no, fancy stuff. Hang on, why are we hearing that if it's muted? That doesn't make any sense.
600.
That
A
wasn't
South Australian witness at Adelaide captures on video footage
really
of a
strange
flying
voice.
object punching holes through the sky. The witness
Stated the object traveled as fast as a blink. He described it as being clearly spherical and said the object is much larger than
What's
it
happened?
appears.
Yeah, clouds. What are we looking at? Is it stopped or what? No sound. What? That must be the video.
Fast as a blink. He described it as being clearly spherical and said the object is much larger than it appears.
Yeah, really good editing job, guys. Bloody useless bastards, aren't they?
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to swear. I didn't see anything in that video. They really need a professional person like me doing their videos for them. This nonsense. All the people they got in America, and that's the crap they can put out. So spherical object is going to be a weather balloon, isn't it? If it's that small that we can't see the damn thing. It's just a joke. Spud cam, pixel cam. So what's your opinion on that, Susan? You said it's strange. I just reckon it's just BS editing. It's not the sort of thing I would put up trying to entice people, that's for sure, because it's terrible. Strange everything if you ask me. She sounds more like soulful. Yeah. It's funny about pitch changing, how you can make someone sound like a man. Well, a fake man. So yeah, I can't see anything in that video. We can make it bigger. Must be only a few pixels big, is it? So what I do is put it on slow motion. And we'll zoom right into it. If this is their best videos, is it even moving? I think it might be just a photograph. I can't see anything in it. It's kind of strange. Is it a joke? What's it saying here? The hole. The object is a lot larger than you may think due to the altitude. Bone 737 Futuras at a distance would only be 3 times longer. Yes. Oh, right. There it is up there. Kind of looks like a weather balloon to me. So yeah, you can see how many pixels that is.
The witness stated the
So they reckon that little black little speck is a hole in the clouds. Oh, oh, scary. Oh. Well, at least they could get one of those hot blonde chicks to read it out if they're from Australia. Oh god, okay. That scared me more than the coronavirus. Okay, so it's meant to be up here. Here it goes. I can see it now. There's a little speck. Hang on, that hole in the cloud was already there. Wow, this is... God, what kind of experts they got at MUFON? In fact, it even looks like an insect, doesn't it? Flying a little close to the camera. So now we can see what we're looking at. Pixel UFO, I just love them. I don't. There it is, coming up from below. Couldn't get any smaller. I think I could do that in the video editor and just fake everybody. There's no hole in the cloud there. That's just ridiculous. So what else do you want to know about it, Susan? Kind of looks like a bug. And now we've played it in slow motion. A really tiny one. MUFON reporter. That's the best they could have done. Bloody hell. So yeah, I don't know if you can do anything with it actually. Let's choose the best frame and see if we can blow it up. There it is there. So where did it come from? Did it go below the clouds? It's a bit hard to tell. Oh, get rid of that picture. Did it come from the bottom? Oh, it's up above the cloud there. I didn't see it from the bottom. Bottom, mate, bottom. Oh, gone too far now. It's ridiculous showing that footage. They should have zoomed right in. And they should get rid of here. And just have the video up. Plain, isn't it? And it just suddenly appears there, doesn't it? That means that the camera couldn't detect it until it was minimum pixels pretty much. So if it's like a little fly flying towards the lens and then flies upwards, it seems to come out of nowhere. Where's it disappear to now? See, I don't think the camera's picking it up. There you go, it flew away, so the camera couldn't pick it up. Could it be a bird in the sky? Seagull, it looks like it was changing directions there. It's at maximum range of the camera detecting it. It's got to be a bird. Seagull. And you can't tell what distance it is. So it looked like it went, coming to view there, went slightly over there, then went up here. It's the sort of thing you'd have to draw the frames and overlay it. What's this popping up? What's happened there? Overlay it and see the flight path. Sort of thing I would rip the original to pings and just click the pings where it shows up
and overlay it. Maybe we'll just get the actual video. We could actually try and give that a go, actually. So it could be a bird, it could be a bug. Don't think it's a weather balloon. But yeah, I'm not too sure why you think it's strange. Just the woman's strange? I would have to agree with that. So let's look it up here. So yeah, we got a number on the screen. Anyone that's visiting wants to talk about their more exciting UFO sighting than these crazy MUFON cases, join us on voice. Just call in your mobile number there. It doesn't cost anything if you're in America. Or we use the link on the Chrome browser and hang on. So it's just a series of pictures already. So that sort of puts me off straight away then, doesn't it? Oh no, we've got a video at the end there. So they've pulled images from two videos by the looks of it. Got strange names though, like 6 and 7. Attachments. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay. Looks like the right video. So let's save it. It doesn't look like it's too big actually. And we've got another one here, which I'm not sure. Let's save both of them. That one's longer. So, yeah, they can't hire some better looking females. Okay. The video editing skills are bad. You'd think something like that they'd have like a clip with Mike D'Antonio, because he does a video analysis for free for them. Normally he charges everyone else $1,000 an hour. So yeah. I need to open up the folder. Let's have a look. So the first one, 40 megabytes, and what's this one? Two different video cameras, is it? Or one's been mucked around with? Not too sure. What's that one saying? 40 megabytes. So let's have a look at that one first. It's time-lapsed. That's why we only see it for every certain amount of seconds, isn't it? Looks like it might be from a security camera. Did they say it was a security camera? We have to look at the reports. I'll just make it a bit bigger. So, typical security camera, one snap every second, would you say? How's the camera ticking over there?
It's sort of stopped. $43. 43, 44. What's going on there? Something's not right here, is it? A bit suspect. Shouldn't that be ticking over the seconds? So how many seconds have we got here? Am I missing something? 23 seconds. That should be clocking over to 12:49. Time it gets to the end. Playing the same frame back and forth. What the hell are we looking at? That's a bit suspect. Okay, the next one. So we know it's possibly every second that it's taking a snap. And it's time lapsed. So how come one is static and the other one looks like it's handheld? What's going on? And it looks like a fisheye lens as well, eh? Let's see. I don't think there's any object, was there? Oh, yes there is, look. Hoaxy. We saw something going back and forth there before. I reckon they've cut it in the editor. Oh. I want to see it going. Hang on, maybe the video player's not playing it properly. So what else can we try? Just make sure there's no bug in VLC. That could be what it's going on here. We'll try... well, movies and TV. Let's try that thing. I think that's a Windows 10 thing. Is that doing the same one? Oh no, that's playing differently. I think. Hang on. And maybe not. Okay, let's try another one. We want Windows Media Player because that's normally pretty good with MP4s. Don't want Windows. We want that one. Okay, I'll probably go to the wrong screen. Is it doing the same? That's what we want to know. Come on. Playing up. Going really slow for some reason. Looks like it's having trouble with the video. Okay, once it stopped playing, it stopped going crazy. Okay, so let's have a look. 43, it's not ticking over. Now it should have gone over by now, shouldn't it? 44. So what's it doing? Is it like a drone? A drone camera? Let's keep playing that. Looks like it's moving forward there. But why is the seconds not clocking over? So that changes it completely. We're moving forward. It's not a static camera. And it's more likely to be a bug if it's on a drone. And that's why it's a fisheye camera. Okay, so let's zoom in on that one. See what happens now. Okay, there it is. Up, too much. So now it's playing properly. Something strange with the video. It's got some timing corruption in it. That's what the problem is. And Windows Media Player does a better job than VLC with timing issues. So not only is it a drone that's moving forward by the looks of it, it's got to be a bug. Now let's have a look here on the edge. Strange movement, isn't it? Let's play that again. Driving along in a car? Dash cam, is it? With some sort of fisheye lens, is it? Certainly bent around. There's a guy on a motorbike, is it? Going past this now. Where did it go to? Now let's try that again. Trying to figure out this stupid video. So it looks like it's on a dash cam with an abnormal lens. And a motorbike coming along here. And the clock's not ticking over, which is really strange. Unless that motorbike's moving faster than 1 second. It's just a bug. A bug on a fisheye lens. Not worth moaning about it. So let's see, what did it say on the report? So that's the best thing that MUFON can come up with? That's pretty sad, isn't it? Just a different way of displaying the footage. Captures on video footage. Punch in hole through cloud. Utter BS. MUFON need to do better checking than this. Okay, so let's have a read of this rubbish.
Long description of sighting report. Recorded at 60 fps and in 1080p on a dash camera with a CPL fitted and lens aimed at the sky.
There you go.
This is my hobby and what I do in the op of capturing these insanely and elusive UFO. I witnessed one of these objects 14 years ago in this approximate area and have captured them on video previously. I selectively choose when to record as I need the skies to be blue and dappled with cloud to help with perspective. This object is not a bug or bird punching holes through clouds as the object is kilometers away and the cloud is rather high. So the object is much larger than it appears, as a Boeing 737 from previous recording experience is only about 3 times larger. So this is where perspective comes into its own. The object travels as fast as a blink, is clearly spherical and punches a hole in the cloud and leaving other telltale signs of passing through the cloud. Please view the
Bullshit.
pictures and footage on a large monitor at maximum screen size with no borders for maximum viewing experience.
Nonsense. It's just a damn bug. Cars are moving, comes into view, flies away on a fish eye lens. Does he actually say that? With a CPL fitted and lens aimed at the sky. So what's a CPL? Does anyone know what that means? CPL fitted. Catfish eyes or something? What's the CPL stand for? Let's see. Catfish something rather lens. Is that what you'd say it was? Polarized filter. What's it stand for though? Let's have a look. A lesson in mastering CPL filter. It stands for circular polarization linear. Is a glass attachment that can reduce the glare from reflected surfaces. Okay, so that's what we're looking at. So yeah, we learned something new. Technologies, add-ons are always changing. Using a polarized filter frequently, the basic concepts are relatively easy. So what's the problems with them? So there they go. Rotate the filter in order to block particular wavelengths from hitting your sensor. This is often dependent on the angle between your subject and the source of light and the sun. It's a common belief that pointing the lens at 90 degrees angle to your source produces the best results. So what can you get wrong with it? White dots on the screen? Maybe. Let's see. So it's talking about reflections. People will notice that when starting out, take photographs from inside of a window. Yep, he was doing it through a car window, so that's probably why he's using it. Polarized filter has the ability to reduce all those unwanted light streaks that blur the subject. So we want a before and after shot, really, don't we? Yeah, so when not to use it. Certain when it's best not to use it. Colored reflections. Reflected light can sometimes enhance a photograph, especially if the light itself takes on a color other than the usual. For instance, if the sky is red in the evening, this can create a vibrant effect that would be best off kept. So it makes it super bright, is that what they're saying? Highlight wetness. Water is transparent and as such not always easy to capture through a lens,
Because of this, it can be difficult to tell that the difference between, say, a wet rock and a dry rock, allowing light to shine off droplets, can overcome this issue. So could it be like a spray drop of water going over the car? Light shooting under such circumstances, you're likely to want to reflect as much light as possible. There will be very little illuminating your subject in the first place. Enough on CPL then. So it can create problems, artifacts. What else we got? That's it. I think it's BS one. So that one there, he's sort of cropped it with just the object in frame, and it takes away the perspective of what we're looking at. You can see here how the blue is vibrant, just like what they said with the CPL before. See how it's brighter than normal blue should be, and it's enhancing the whites of the cloud, making it a bit brighter. But yeah, you can't see here. You've got lines occurring, artifacts. Set the filter. Certainly creating an interference pattern of some kind. And it's happening every second. It's to do with the compression of the camera, is it? Video compression error. Because the way MP4 compresses a video, a moving thing, we're getting a shimmering effect. Well, we've got 2 dots there, see that? 3 dots. Let's slow it right down. Is it simply a bug, or is it water droplets? Here it comes now. Certainly multiple dots there. Error in the processing of the video. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm not convinced. Okay, so let's go back to that one. Oh yeah, that won't play. We've got to do the right click. See, Susan, that's your fault. So are we seeing that shimmering in this? So let's zoom right in, see if we get the same strange pattern. But you can see here the colours definitely don't look right because of the filter. How do we slow it down on this? It's not decrease speeds. Let's slowed it right down, I think. Let's zoom in. Can't see the shimmering on this one. There it comes, white blob. Yeah, it's every second, isn't it? And it's moved a bigger distance.
And it's getting closer together there because it's changing its angle of movement. It's not going straight in a straight line. It's going over the top of the car. So could it be a seagull up in the clouds? Well, we're not up in the clouds, but actually passing over top of the car. Or a bug. So that guy's saying it's not a bug and a bird. There's no way you can tell. Yeah, so waste of time on that one. But yeah, still interesting, I suppose. So what was the other thing you wanted us to look at on MUFON channel here? Was there some more that you said were strange? Oh yeah. She's on there quite a bit. We've got some other ones here. What's that one? Yeah, I think MUFON's lost their direction a bit, haven't they? They definitely need someone like Earl Grey to take it over and give it a good shake-up. He needs a lot better people in the organisation than what they've got at the moment. Yeah, so let's have a look at the next one.
Case 103-801. A witness while on duty in his police vehicle captured footage that was recorded by his in-car camera in Clearwater, Florida. The officer stated, "While I was dispatched to a call on October 4, 2019 at 1:17 a.m. in regards to a suspicious person, upon arrival, I noticed a completely black triangular-shaped craft with no lights about 40 feet above the ground, traveling about 35 miles per hour in a southerly direction. The craft had no sound. As it came into line of sight of my cruiser, it passed behind some trees. Take a look at the video as it did."
Oh, God. So what are we looking at exactly here? So cop car got a spotlight on top. Really crappy dash cam footage, isn't it? Really grainy.
In a southerly direction. The craft had no sound. As it came into line of sight of my cruiser, it passed behind some trees. Take a look at the video as it did.
Kind of looks like it's foggy there, doesn't it? I just think it's just low light and just poor quality. Do you see what he's talking about though? Trying to big torch at the tree, is it? Quick, a cop's coming, he's seen our drone. Quick, land it. He's going to take it from us.
At 1:17 a.m. in regards to a suspicious person. Upon arrival, I noticed a completely black triangular-shaped craft with no lights about 40 feet above the ground, traveling about 35 miles per hour in a southerly direction. The craft had no sound. As it came into line of sight of my cruiser, it passed behind some trees. Take a look at the video as it did.
Okay, it's a light of some kind. And what's that there? The big thing? Street lamp? No, what are we looking at? Oh, there. Is that it? Just below the tree line, was it? Why is he aiming the torch up there? It wasn't up there. There it is there, wasn't it? Oh no, it's a street lamp. What are we looking at? I don't know. It's so crappy, isn't it?
If you're into UFOs, I think MUFON would put you off UFOs. So let's have a look at the next one. Totally rubbish.
Access granted.
Oh, go on, get on with it.
Case 104-600. A South Australian witness at Adelaide captures on video footage of a flying
we just seen that
punching
one.
holes through the sky.
Punching holes. So what else we got? So no one called in today.
Access
Oh.
granted.
Can't say I didn't try.
Case 102-856. A Florida witness in Zellwood reported seeing a flying object that morphed into an orb and then into an entity, according to witness. It then swirled 3 different colors of red, white, and blue. The witness watched from 20 feet away as
Patriot
the object
American.
descended into the woods,
Or
turning
cop.
into a blue orb, then started coming back toward him. As it did, it transformed or morphed again from an orb into an entity. This entity never touched the ground, but floated or glided across the surface about 2 feet in elevation. The witness claims the entity communicated telepathically and verbally in English, but that he could not understand what it was trying to communicate.
Come on,
The encounter
MUFON. Why are you
lasted
putting this junk
approximately
up?
45 minutes from the first observation until the entity transformed back into an orb and then into an oval craft and then departed.
Is that really a woman? Or transgender? It's hard to know. Especially if the voice deepens. So yeah. Looks like another stupid one. Is that all we got?
The entity communicated
Let's look it up. 10, 28, 57. What's wrong with my mic? Yeah, it comes up from time to time. I'm not too sure why. Since I've added the mixer, maybe the mixer is causing a bit of problem with it. Am I sounding alright in the live show though? Sounds alright this end. I've not had any problems. Yeah, it's just a warning message of some kind. So I'm transmitting. Well, it's checking the microphone all the time, but no one's joining in. So yeah, I was going to look up this one quickly. Probably should wrap up for the day anyway, shouldn't we? Yeah, it's been a wee bit disappointing. Some of the cases here. Yeah, MUFON has certainly lost it. I agree. 10, 28, 57. The entity talked to him. Did they say it was a cop? Or that was the last one? What's it say? So where's the picture? Did I get it wrong? Where's the number? Did I type it in wrong? Of course it's going to wipe it when I go back. Great system, no? 10, 28, 57. 10, 28, 57. It's got to be the right one. And there's no picture. 0 attachments. In the scene, which is sped up, which we can't see a scene, because someone from MUFON decided to delete it. A light object comes in straight level and then does a 180 turn where it appears to be a shiny grey disc. Oh, that would really be good on footage, wouldn't it? There is a bridge in the background and lit up high rise in the foreground.
All glass. But that didn't seem to be what was on the MUFON reports. That was grainy, horrible footage. A shiny grey disc. So where's the footage, guys? Hang on. It's HBO channel. What the hell? That's not making any sense whatsoever. That one sounds like a fake. It can't be the right number, can it? How can we find out? 102857. What am I overlooking? It doesn't sound like the same thing at all. Let's go back and listen again.
Into the woods, turning into a blue orb, then started coming back toward him, as it did at
Selwood, California, Florida. Have we got location? Of course not. Damn useless. Got Parkland County. That's not the same place, is it? They got the number wrong. So they've put the wrong number on their own reports. 57. That can't be right. Florida. California is not Florida. They stuffed up their own number on the screen. So who's doing these videos not even checking the information? Comments turned off. I wonder why. Science and technology. It should be called comedy, I think. Yeah. Hang on. The case number's different. Hey, hang on. What's going on here? Is it two different case numbers? 56 here. Someone's typed it wrong on the screen when they did the video. Oh well, gave me a bit of a laugh. No one's doing any checks on this stuff. 56. Yeah, that one sounded too good to be true. This flying silver disc, and then they talk about taken from HBO. Yeah, a CGI video of the story. So where's this one? Disappear to. Okay, have we got the right place now? Florida, Selwood. We got the right one now. Made no sound and landed and an orb came to me. So we got some images. Is it? So what's that? Movie and a movie. Let's have a look. It kind of looks a wee bit like the image that we got from that guy on Twitter. What's his name called now? Snoop. And he kept sending this crazy images that were out of focus and mucked around with some filters. That's the sort of thing this looks like it's going to be. I'm going to have to start moving soon. My arm's going to sleep here and hurting. Okay, so let's bring up this, have a laugh at it, I suppose. Okay. What are we looking at? I can see a dot moving up and down. And that's getting in focus. Oh god, this does look like the Snoop guy's footage. Oh, what? All over the place. Yeah, it's definitely a hoax. Come on, this can't be MUFON. MUFON been taken over. We got no references, we got nothing. What is it? What is it even looking at? Christmas lights?
Oh, that's so cool.
Can't quite hear what they're saying. Mumbled. So is it filmed inside a car window? Oh yeah, let's get the other one, I suppose. It's certainly funny. Looks like lights, fairy lights around a tree to me. And Susan, for a minute there, I thought you were giving us some really good footage of something, finally, and it's turned out to be mostly everything that's been a joke. You can probably see why people think Secure Team is professional, and went after watching that MUFON stuff. 70 megabytes, and it's taken forever to come down. So who is out there on the side chat at least, if they won't come on voice? And we only got Susan. That's a man, baby. Yes, sound is okay. That's a man, baby. Was he talking about the host? Yeah, looks a bit strange, doesn't she? Microphone, yes, I can see. As it hits with the spotlights, it moves slowly to the left. Yeah. Well, it's been entertaining. Has it come down yet? Yes. Alright, let's have a look at the next laughability here. Now, at least we got some reference point there at the beginning. So it's inside a car. Street lamp. Zooms right in. Looks like it's going through a fence there. See that? Fence. Definitely one of those big old mesh fences. What are we looking at there? What kind of car? A ute or something? Inside the car now. Looking at the passenger seat, is it? I think I can see a person. Let's see if we can see who we're looking at here. Is it a reflection? Wrong one. That's the wrong one too. Oh yes, that one we want. Video enhancements. Okay, we might have to play around with it. I thought it was a man reflection, but now it looks like we're looking at some sort of sign. So at one stage we're seeing a reflection, now we're seeing through the reflection, I think. What else can we do?
Yeah, I think we're seeing a reflection and then through. What the hell's that there though? Kind of confusing. Looks like a foot. And gate. Definitely something there. I thought we could see a guy here. But maybe it's not. It looks like it could be a sign. It just looked like the outline of a guy. Okay. So that sort of does bring out. So let's just watch it from there. Okay, so we're seeing more of the car. And you can see the fence now a bit better. A street lamp. A fence. Grass. Looking for a fence line here. A ladder. Property sign. Trespassing. That thing on the ground, that strange shape is a bottle with a cap on it. What's that we're looking at now? Reflection of a car. And then another light. Resistance. So that must be the orb that he's talked about. And now it's gone out of focus, I think. Now look, we've got a big street lamp there that's casting the lens flare. So that's probably what we're seeing. A trailer. So where's the alien talking to you, mate? Can we listen to the alien? This guy's got to be a mentor, and MUFON put it up. Looks more like a criminal that's filming, surveilling the neighborhood. Filming the wrong way too, portrait, not landscape. What's he doing? Climbing over fences? Well, plane in the sky. What are we looking at? Could be anything, couldn't it? So we'll play it back without the filter. And now it's focusing on that light. Wow, amazing. I'm going to get more skeptical as I look at UFO videos over the next coming years. I think I'm just going to get disheartened if that's the best the MUFON can do. Now, how do I get rid of that? There we go. Okay, let's. Did I turn it off? Just watch it normally now. Now we can see what he's looking at. So, through a fence, a car. Why, I don't know. Some sort of street lamp. Ladder. And there was a bottle on the ground there. I can't quite see it. With cap, fence line. And a sign saying no trespassing or something. Then where does he go? Bonnet of the car, maybe? Reflection of the street lamp. Now it's aiming at the sky, a blinking light looks like a plane. Strobing light. Plane in the distance. In fact, I could think I can even hear the plane. I can hear a plane in the distance. With headphones on anyway. Street lamp again. Sounds like a plane in the distance. Don't know what he's doing. Crazy. Is he standing on a chair that's making creaky noises or something? Now he's on the ground walking, I can hear him on grass. Yeah, it's amazing what videos we get to see on this channel. So what's happened? We've lost it, and then focuses on the light again. But I think it looks like fairy lights on a tree or something. I have to send Earl the link to this case, I think, to do the video. See what he thinks of his lovely MUFON. Oh God. So we could see a lot more with the filter on. Looks like it's here still. I go back to the light. So you could see a lot more with the filter on, couldn't we? Okay, let's go back to that first video. And probably should wrap up. But yeah. That's looks like it's a second part to the video actually, where he left off. Doesn't it? They got the numbered round the wrong way. This should be file number 2. Now it's got it focused, right? And it looks like fairy lights or something. And you compare that to MUFON's thing. Where is it? Not that. Come on, port. Not that one. Where are they gone? Oh, scares me every time I see that woman. So this is the enhancement of that one, and you can see compared to the direct video, that's pretty crappy, and they got the wrong number. It's actually 5.8, wasn't it? Just well 5.6. 5.6. So yeah, with the zoom, we can certainly see it looks three-dimensional. Whatever he's looking at, I don't know. Certainly not an orb, is it? Whatever it is. He's all over the place. This is obviously someone with a mental problem, I think. He's talking to himself. I wonder if we can amplify that up. Huh? He's hearing voices in his head. I'll close down that one. Oh, that's so cool. Start closing it down. No one wanted to come to talk to OpenLines. This, what did you say? Did anyone manage to make out what he was saying? I've got on maximum volume here. Oh dear. Probably corrupted in the audio, is it? Oh, what the hell is he doing? Well, let's put the filter on as well. It's not a Chinese lantern hanging on a cable. One of those Chinese lanterns strung up by a cable. There's over. There's him over there. Huh? There's something here. What's that there? Oh, that's so cool. Grainy footage. Looks like a load of flies. Maybe I'll put it in through the editor. If that does much. Saturation. I've got hue. Don't do much. And brightness. And then it's just moving the camera around. What's going on here? Won't let me do it now. Alright, I had it unticked. What are we looking at? Looks like a lantern. Could it be one of those lanterns that you have on the street, the fancy lanterns? That's what it looks like. But why can't we see a post? So it could be one of those. I don't know, we can see a wire or something coming up here. Probably coming down to the lantern. Although I can't seem to get it now. There it is. Looks like some sort of wire. Huh? Or a crack in the window. If it's shining through a car window. Oh, that's so cool. Doesn't sound like Australian. What was the location again? Florida. Sounds it's Mexican, doesn't he? I was meant to turn that off. So we could see a lot there with the boosted We'll get a snapshot. Last thing, and we're kicking it in the butt. I think it's just a light. Okay, so this... yeah, strange that MUFON should put that one up. I'm going to have to send it to Earl, think what he thinks. Okay. Damn, I couldn't select the wrong one, didn't I? Just takes a little slip of your mouse just as you click the button. Alright, so let's zoom in on this object, see if we can identify it. Certainly not an orb, anyway. Fancy MUFON putting that up. I just can't believe it, Susan. You're right. It's good that you brought that to attention, though. They're making a mockery of the whole thing. Paste into a new image. I'm surprised it's not up on third phase of the moon or somewhere like that, you know. The size. Okay, you can see that one's out of focus here. Might have to take another snap. Looks like LED lights to me, look. Could it be a bunch of Christmas lights thrown over a tree limb? That's what we were seeing coming up, and it's all bunched up here. At the end of the Christmas tree lights. What else can we try? So there is some colour in it. Well, different shades of colour that it thinks. Blue, red. Didn't they say in the report there was blue, red, and white? What's that line up here? Certainly has a shape to it. I think it might be just a bundle of Christmas lights. Anyway, I don't think we're wasting any more time on it. Terrible, terrible. Anyway, it's been fun. Always get the wrong one, don't I? That's alright. There we go. Ooh, I'm gonna have to paste that link to Mr. Earl of California. So let's have a listen to the report again, because now we've got an idea what we're looking at. Looks like some guy filming through people's yards, and then he films a bunch of Christmas lights hanging over a tree limb by the looks of it. Alright, I forgot about that. So let's make sure she's not pitch shifted and do it normal. Anyway, let's have a laugh at it.
Case 102856. A Florida witness in Zellwood reported seeing a flying object that morphed into an orb and then into an entity, according to witness.
The voice doesn't suit the face, you know.
Colors of red, white, and blue. The witness watched from 20 feet away as the object descended into the woods, turning into a blue orb, then started coming back toward him. As it did, it transformed or morphed again from an orb into an entity. This entity never touched the ground, but floated or glided across the surface about 2 feet in elevation. The witness claims the entity communicated telepathically and verbally in English, but that he could not understand what it was trying to communicate. The encounter lasted approximately 45 minutes from the first observation until the entity transformed back into an orb and then into an oval craft and then departed.
I've never heard such BS in my life. Man, I thought the UFO fraud channels were bad. Is this really MUFON? This can't be MUFON, surely. I don't believe it. 62,000 people. So what did they say to that one? Oh, they got it turned off. I want to see the comments. Ah, you ratbags. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Better wrap up, I think. That's enough fun for today. Oh, man. You got me watering my eyes here, Susan, after that. Oh, God. I gotta be careful taking UFO videos from you in future. Okay, so delete. No, it's not gonna go. Okay, delete. I don't want to see those ever again. We got something open. Get rid of the Christmas lights. Try again. Yeah. So who's out there still? Susan, is it? Oh, we got someone new. Hang on, let me get this. I'm not sure what they were seeing then. Yeah, it makes a lot of noise. And then he started talking to himself, or he had someone with him. I wasn't sure if I could hear two voices. But yes, certainly someone with schizophrenia or something like that probably has voices in the head. He was fumbling with the camera. I don't know. Could have been drunk. Could be stoned. More likely to be stoned with weed. But anyway, yeah. So that wasn't too bad for a Sunday, but it's a shame that one come on OpenLines that wanted to tell us their stories. But we'll keep trying. Eventually we'll get more people getting interactive with us. According to today's stats, we had like 82 people drop by. But we'll see what the final stats is. It'll probably be half that, because it counts people drop by for a few seconds and click off on the main admin panel here. 18 minutes average watch time because of that, of course. But we had quite a few people watching today. So yeah, MUFON, gone to the dogs, alright. So I'm just going to put me in credits now and wrap up for today. 3.5 hours. And maybe I'll do one middle of the week. I keep saying that, but we'll see. I've still got a few things to do on this control panel. I might even have a wee bit of a break because I'm going a bit crazy doing it every day. So I'll say good night. Please like and share and comment on the video once it's processed. It takes probably about 20 minutes to half an hour to process. You know when it's processed fully. The side chat pops up. Before then it says disabled or not available or whatever. So yeah, good night folks. signing off now. Good night, everybody.